Database connectivity is required in almost every project. It is best done with the help of EF core libraries. And the good thing is that the steps for database connectivity are fairly standardized now. These same steps are used for C# console applications, same for WinForms, for WPF, and even for web applications. This tutorial walks you through the steps required for creating a database. In the next tutorials, we shall explain the create, read, update and delete operations on the tables of this database, and now create a C# console project for the latest version of .NET Core. Database connectivity is done through EF Core. For this, we need to add two NuGet packages. Use the Tools menu to open the Package Manager console. Then type install package Microsoft Entity Framework Core SQLite on the command prompt. This command obtains all the necessary libraries for connectivity to a SQLite database. There are other database providers also, Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, and so on. Every provider has published their NuGet packages, so you will have to take a look at their specific documentation, but we are using SQLite, so hit enter and allow the process to complete. If everything goes well, then you should see a success message. And again type the install package Microsoft Entity Framework Tools on the Package Manager console. This command adds additional libraries for Entity Framework in general and allow it to complete to success. A model class maps to a table in a database. We suggest adding a models folder to your project and keep all the model classes in that folder. Open the Solution Explorer and add a folder called models. And next add a class called blog to this folder. Double-click the file to examine the source code. We have added a record class called blog. It contains two properties, ID and heading. The ID has been marked as primary key by using the key attribute. We have also marked the property as auto-generated, auto-incrementing by using the attribute database generated. And the blog table will contain two columns, ID and heading. And next, a project context maps to a database. Add a file called project context to the models folder. Double-click and open this file. We have added a class called project context that inherits from DB context. Add a property called dbSetBlogs. This property is a collection of blog items. We can view it as a table in the database. Next, add a constructor to set the path to the database file. The path is contained in string _db path. The onConfiguring method should be overridden to set the database options. We have used it to specify that we shall use SQLite as our database. And next we have to create the physical database. The recommended method is to use migrations feature of EF Core. Migrations are used to keep the physical database in sync with the C# project context and model classes.